Huge population centers to be sure, but I guess what I'm also wondering is if you look at the airflow and if you look at the weather system, is there something about climate change that is driving such a massive weather system to raise the temperatures as high as they will be this week?
Well, it's hard to exactly tie, one single event to climate change, of course, but what we have been seeing is we've seen the temperatures of the oceans warming pretty consistently over the last, 10, 15 years. And I think that is playing a role, when there's more heat in the oceans, some more of that heat can kind of get transferred into the atmosphere essentially and can help to build these areas of high pressure. So I think that could be a contributing factor, and we might end up seeing some more of these heat waves as we move into the future.
Now, there were wildfires outside of LA, a tropical storm system in Mexico. Are all of these things connected? Can we blame one weather event for all of these headlines, or is it disparate weather events that have caused the wildfires and the tropical storm and now the impending heat wave in the Northeast?
I think they're slightly different. Each one is kind of independent of one another, but sometimes you can get one thing to affect another. For example, you have the big heat dome in the east, and that is actually what's going to be driving the potential tropical system down in the Bay of Campeche that's developing right now. We could see a tropical depression or tropical storm very, very soon, and that is going to be driven on the bottom end of that area of high pressure. Sometimes early in the season, especially, tropical systems kind of like to belly underneath these areas of high pressure and ride around the periphery of them. And so that's what we're going to be seeing. If that system develops in the Bay of Campeche, it's going to be kind of guided to the west by that area of high pressure. I will say this, that area of high pressure could be a saving grace for us in terms of the tropics overall, because that system is going to be driven to the west into Mexico fairly quickly here, I think over the next couple of days. Now, if that high wasn't there, the system could have potentially gotten drawn north through the Gulf of Mexico, had much more time to potentially strengthen, and then impacted the United States. So it could potentially be a saving grace that, that system only will have a very short time over those warm waters.